Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another run for Williams.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
First down, here's Dak. He brings it in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, a cookie. He's still going at the 30. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Cowboys.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Williams fields the pitch. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. He was brought down by Roy Robertson-Harris.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Oh, the football's loose. And it's picked out by the Giants. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock. Which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the grounds here. Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants looking at 1st and 10. Going play action with Dart. This one's to Slayton, left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Darts out of the shotgun. He keeps it and takes off. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see the short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
A draw now. This is Tracy. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39.
Let's go now. Hey.
From the gun, here's Dart. Finds a man right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions.
Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
11 more yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Dart going to throw again. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hanson, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Giants will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Here we go.
It's Tracy on second down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready? Let's go.
Darts looking to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Free inside the 30. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win.
On the double.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants go up like 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Giants 14. Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. George Pickens, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
Back to the air, Prescott. He's got it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
21 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Throwing on first is Prescott. That one connects. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cowboys 7.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here goes Dart to the air. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Ready?
1st and 10 from the 41.
Liking 18, go!
Now go play action. Here's Dart. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go right back to Tracy. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
2nd and 1.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go, Shaq! 70, Timberwolf! Steady!
Here's Tracy once more. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready!
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A handoff to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They give up the gut to Singletary. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Tracy. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So the Giants come away with the win. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.